Hello everyone, my name is Nick Roush, and I know none of you may know me, but that's fine. It's alright, I'm just going to do these videos for fun. Just got the software to be able to do and record draft videos and things like that. But instead, we are going to be doing some Shandalar sealed deck. I think this game from 1996 Micropros is an absolute blast. You get to play with old cards, you get to play against the computers. It's actually very, very high-tech for the day and age, but now we live in the days of Moto, and I frankly just don't care about Moto, so we're going to do Shandalar. This is purely for entertainment. Please don't expect any actual strategy thing that's going to help your game out, because it's Shandalar. So we're going to do a sealed deck with our we are going to do Unlimited. We're going to do 1 starter, 4 booster packs. Sealed. The cards are pretty terrible, so we want to play with more booster packs to make sure we actually get a playable deck rather than having to play with absolute garbage. So we're going to run with that. Also, I have a hacked version of Shandalar, which means that there's a bunch of new cards from newer sets that got added. Anything that was available in the coding or computer process or game processes that the game could already do, you could go in, create new cards that use the same coding to create cards. For example, Char is pretty much just a functional reprint of, or it is just a functional reprint of Psionic Blast. It's just red. So we could go in and basically create Char, call it a new name, tag some artwork on it, and the computer knows it. So you see here we have Mox Sapphire, Mox Pearl, which will probably get played no matter what, even if it's just colorless mana acceleration. They're fine. They're power. They're good. Okay. Soulnet is garbage. Basalt Monolith. Basalt Monolith would normally not be very good, but in this game, it just untaps every turn. So it becomes absolutely broken. Lands, what do we get for lands? See our mana fixing. We did get a Badlands, so we're going to put that up there and just to remind us that we do have a Badlands for mana fixing. No gold cards. What do we get in green? Senkar Glade is a bomb. Crawlworm's good. Elvish Fury's fine. Giant Spider's very good. Grizzly Bears are playable, but they don't make me want to go green. Regeneration, Script Sprite, Shannon Dryad, Stream of Life. Thicket Basilisk is good. And War Mammoths are good. Viridian Shaman is a very good sideboard card. Actually, the walls aren't terrible sideboard cards either. Alright, so some decent green, especially the Centaur Glade. If I didn't have the Centaur Glade, there's nothing in here that makes me want to specifically go green. The Centaur Glade is very, very, very good and takes over games very quickly against a very slow opponent. Next we have red. You're pretty much always going to play red as you always open X spells, and they are the best ways to end games. So we got 2 Disintegrates, we got a Fireball, we have an Earth Elemental and a Fire Elemental. Hill Giant. Hurloon Minotaur and Grey Ogre are both playable, just because the card pool is so unpowerful. Yeah, that's the real word, unpowerful. But a lot of times you just end up playing Grey Ogre instead of Hurloon, because of the mana cost requirements. Hurloon makes it so awkward. Double Bolt. Prodigal Pyromancer, that's a nice addition. And Uthden Troll. Red, it looks very, very good. If our other colors are better than a red, we are at least for sure going to be splashing Disintegrate, Fireball, Lightning Bolts, and Prodigal. Let's look at our black. Mind Twist is pretty good, I hear. Pestilence is very good. Singer is very good. Sinkhole's fine. Yeah, there really isn't much else. Those are all bombs, though, so we may end up playing heavy red and then black. You can play Scavenging Ghoul, you can play Raised Dead. So we may end up going heavy red, this light black. Cutting the Glade. I don't really want to cut Centaur Glade. Centaur Glade's so good. Alright, let's check out blue. Elemental's very good. What's Dream Power do? Taps the mana ability for each piece of mana pool and adds mana. So you get to mana short them, but you get all of their mana. It's not very good considering there's mana drain and your opponent can just play instants in response. But it is a computer, they're pretty terrible, so you might be able to just exploit that. I don't know. We might actually have to try that out. Manowar, Prodigal, Repulse. Sea Serpent is fine. Ooh, Stair Sphinx is very good. And Unsummon's playable. We may end up just going blue-red. Blue-red is one of my favorite color combinations in this. As you'll see maybe in some later videos, I like doing 5-color as well, especially with Legends, because they added some mana fiction like Kodama's Reach and Lay of the Land to that set. So we're going to see our white. White's always just awful. So what do we get? Veteran Armors, Northern Paladins. Yeah, this is all unplayable. Okay. So, I think we can reasonably cut black, even, maybe we just splash Mind Twist off our Badlands. That seems pretty fine. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I like that. Starry Green, Centaur Glade's really awesome. Plus you get to see the cool Centaur tokens it makes. But I think we're just gonna go with these other colors. Alright. So that right there is 20 cards. I typically play 18 or 19 lands because you always want to hit your land drops. But with these Mox Sapphires, Mox Pearl, and Basalt Monolith, I think 18 lands is going to be fine. So we need to find 2 cards in all of these. I don't think we want to put anything else in black in there. So let's see here. Grey Ogre is fine to play. Sea Serpent's actually okay. You'll find a lot of the times when whatever colors you're playing, your opponent will be playing some combination of those colors or mono of those colors. So knowing that we're playing blue means we can play Sea Serpent because we know our opponents are going to play blue, or have a very good chance of playing blue. Unsummon's okay too. Unsummon might just be better. It's not, but we're not really going aggro. We need to have like tempo, but it's still save our guys from combat. It can be a good combat trick because your opponent will always block when it's beneficial to them. So let's put the Unsummon in there, and then we got Red Elemental Blast. What else do we have? We have Life Tap. That just seems awful. Maybe it's okay. Blue Elemental Blast. Nah, Life Tap's just terrible. What's this do? Creatures, they attack and destroy all of them that did not attack. That's kind of cool, but I don't think it's good. It's a lot of text. A lot of text usually means it's terrible. Alright, now let's add some lands. Let's put our Badlands back in there. And I think, do we have some major color requirements? Not till 5 drops. 5 drops are the only ones. So I think we can splash this Mind Twist off of the Badlands in 2 swamps. Then we will add some mountains and islands. We will get to add more basic lands afterwards. So it's not like we're going to have to play any of these generic colorless lands as well. Alright. So we want 19 or 18 lands. That's 3, 15, 15, 10, 6. So we need to add 6 more lands. I think 4 and 2. 4 mountains, 2 islands will be good. Alright. We added more, just so we can go back and check our deck out. Okay. Yeah, 44 cards, that's a lot. So we'll get rid of one of these. We'll get rid of one of these. So, let's see, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whoops! I went the other way around. Okay, that's 40 cards, 19 lands, or 18 lands, plus a Mox Sapphire, Mox Pearl, Basalt Monolith. I think this deck is very good for a card pool. We got a very good card pool. So let's see how this runs. Alright.